welcome to paradise. Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the New Mexico State Aggies taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. They're working that left side.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you. This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he tacked on the extra point.
New Mexico State, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Picks up the 1st down. At the 45, on his way. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On the run, it's Green. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Davis will throw. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
To the air on second down. This time he's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Green. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Barrels ahead. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he will take it And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He'll run it again. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. Got the first down himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Scott. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. And the Aggies are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the pass. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. The sure hands, it's Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
21, New Mexico State, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
New Mexico State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Finds his man. It's Scott. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Extending the play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Warriors! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Got the back over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, New Mexico State. A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Davis will throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Hawaii! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs And also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Hawaii, 35. New Mexico State, 21.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense, their cardio, I think, is going to get tested in this one because this quarterback will extend plays, and he's going to do it often. It doesn't take it a lot for him to flush out of the pocket. If he just sees color, he's gone, trying to make something happen. That time he showed you his wheels. He was just able to get enough to keep this drive going.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Breaks into the open. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Davis looking to pass. Fires left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The give to the left side. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. With the catch, it's Clark. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies have a lot of options on second and inches. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Number 32, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Line gets set, first down. Davis will throw. Quickly to the tight end.
And this is a big drive for this offense, man. Late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure. I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Green. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Hawaii.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, New Mexico State.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
To the air, it's Dyer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The give from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like, understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They jump on top here in OT.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
New Mexico State, 42. Hawaii, 35.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm